It's RT Spacer with you. Today I'll be answering 10 questions from viewers like you, followed by tagging creators like me to participate. Now for me this is interesting because I've never done a tag video or participated in challenges by other YouTubers. Years ago it was a thing though. YouTubers would tag other YouTubers in simple challenges they did. In my case, I've compiled 10 simple questions from viewers like you, and I've written them down so I can read them word for word. Okay, so without further ado, let's roll. Most of these are diecast related, but there's some random stuff in there too. Question 1, have you seen the 2018 F-350 with the gooseneck and car trailer? Yes, I have. In case you're wondering, Greenlight has just released some recent F-350 dualies. Some of them come with a gooseneck car trailer and some of them don't. I suppose the real question is, will I be getting one? The truth is, I'm actually not crazy about it. If we were talking the Ram 3500 in a dually, I wouldn't care how much that costs. I'd be picking that up as soon as I see it. In my case, I'd rather see it in store so I could decide before I buy and hold it in my hand. I don't know what this was. So essentially I'd rather have a Ram 3500 in a dually. The F-350 is pretty nice though. If you get it, you're gonna get Greenlight premium quality. Detail is everywhere on that piece from front to back. It's an awesome piece to have. So let's move on to question 2. What does RAOK mean? RAOK, that stands for Random Act of Kindness. By the way, a storm just popped up as I'm filming, so if I suddenly decide to take cover, it's because lightning's flashing everywhere now. RAOK, I'm not sure if that was invented out of thin air or what, but it's widely used in the diecast community, especially when other YouTubers send boxes and the person receiving it, the recipient, doesn't know what's inside. Some people on YouTube prefer to spell it ROAK, but you'll never see me spelling it that way because I feel it's only adding to the confusion. RAOK, it stands for Random Act of Kindness. So question 3, did anyone ever tell you that you look like Chris Rock? Wow. The person who asked me that is actually the 5th person to tell me that. I've been told by a former high school classmate, 2 former co-workers, and a Walgreens cashier that I look like Chris Rock. Do any more of you think that? I mean really, I find that hard to see, but I don't know, I guess I look like Chris Rock. Question 4, what is your favorite Matchbox car? That was a tough question, probably the toughest one on the list, until I started searching. In my collection I found this, and it was over, just like that. The Postal Service delivery truck by Matchbox. I've had this since I was a kid. It looks just like the real thing. Why haven't I done a video with this in it yet? Nobody knows. It's time to change that. That's my favorite Matchbox casting right there. A lot of castings come in second place for sure. Okay, so on to question 5. Have you ever thought about using ERTL? Yes, I have. Main reason I haven't is because I don't have it here. I just can't get over my preference to see things before I buy them, and ERTL is not a brand I see in store anywhere where I live, not even Toys R Us. My best hope of finding ERTL vehicles will be online or maybe through RAOK boxes, you never know. So question 6, how are you? At the moment I kind of feel like running for my life because lightning and thunder is happening as I speak. All joking aside, I've been doing pretty well. Now late last week and into this week and the month of September, I've been in an uphill battle emotionally. Just been dealing with some things offline. At the peak of it was this parking citation. I was in a parking lot that I didn't know was a pay-to-park lot, and I've been just in my head over and over asking how did that happen? Because I pay attention to these things. I don't just park anywhere I like. I've since worked to pay this off. I only had to pay 13 of that 68, so I'm really glad about that. Essentially, I'm doing a whole lot better, well enough to start making videos again and just move forward from here. Question 7. Check your Walmart. My Walmart has a Chevy Silverado in red. It's sweet. Maybe you can turn it into a Duramax. That didn't have a question mark at the end, but I feel like it deserved one. Believe it or not, I haven't seen that casting yet as I'm filming this. I know what you're talking about. Hot Wheels just released a neat looking Chevy Silverado in red. I believe it's a crew cab. As soon as I get it, I won't even think about it. It's going to be here. But until then, I haven't seen it yet. I also haven't seen that red Audi that was also selected as the super treasure hunt for whatever mix it was in. You know how many videos I could make talking about the stock at my local stores? Rather than doing that, I've just picked 2 peg warmers off the shelves to help clear them and maybe get better rotation. This was an idea suggested by Backyard Tag. Guitarded and Broke has taken him up on it, and I just did too. I think I'll show that in a separate video because this is probably going to be a long one. Question 8. Where do you get your trailers from? That is a frequently asked question on this channel, especially about this trailer. This is a Maisto Tow and Go. I've answered that question of where I got this one from twice, and I'll put them in cards up above, either here or here. Don't know which side it'll be on. But truthfully, I've talked about every trailer I have here so far. Okay, I never leave out where I get things like that from because I'm always talking about things like that on this trailer, on this channel. I'm getting confused here between channels and trailers. Question 9. Is the giveaway for me, give a car. Okay, giveaway, that's actually a very good suggestion. I really ought to start doing that, not just with cars, but also with merch. I'm thinking about putting together some shirts and stuff and maybe selling them through Teespring and maybe doing some giveaways. Okay, there are YouTubers doing that right now, and here I am still thinking about it. Yes, I do like the idea of giveaways, as well as RAOK boxes and trade boxes, but I've just been seriously crunched right now to the degree which I've been confined to sending out only 2 trade boxes. In the future, I definitely have giveaways and RAOK boxes, cool things like that in mind. Last but not least, question 10. Can you make a video of a semi hauling an oversized load? I can, but you guys are about to get surprised beyond belief, I suspect. This 18-wheeler I hold in my hand is the only one I have right now at 1/64 scale. It's my only one. The cab is a Kenworth T2000. Make sure that's right. Yes, it is. And the trailer is a Featherlight Model 1075. It's a Hot Wheels casting. Now obviously I would like more, and I think it would be fun to even start a collection of 18-wheelers, but A, those aren't exactly cheap, and B, I don't exactly have a good place to put those. What I really ought to be getting for my diecast is bins to be putting these in. I've literally had them sitting out here like this 18-wheeler right now on my desktop. I use this for drawing more so than leaving cars, so I can already hear some of you viewers screaming at me from the other side of the screen or wherever you may be watching. I need to get some more semis and The first one I would like to get now is that of an oversized load. Maybe add that to a scene I do. Alright, it's time for me to start tagging some YouTubers. Now, the normal thing is to pick about 5 YouTubers at least. I'll probably throw a 6th one in there just for fun. I would like to tag Backyard Tag, JG24 Diecast, HW Slab Crusher 2020, Drifter D, someone who I'm not sure watches my channel, but I've certainly been watching videos of his. How about Guitarded and Broke? Okay, that's my 5. 6th one just for fun. Let's go with Project Builds and Scale Models. I just picked 6 YouTubers, but this doesn't have to stop there. If you want to make a video like this, you're more than welcome to. I say go for it. I'd love to see it. 10 questions, and that's a wrap for the 164 tag. All of this in the interest of really meshing the community and making things a bit more interactive. Okay, I don't want to be that guy who just hides behind the camera and bam, disappears and is never available. So I really appreciate you all who enjoy watching, and those of you who are solid subscribers. You can also catch more of what I'm up to on Instagram at RTSpacerHD. For now, I've got to run. It's RT Spacer with you. It's time for me to get rolling.